Hey everybody, Watsin back for Watson's Funhouse, this time coming at you with an update on Paige. Paige was on Lilian Garcia's Chasing Glory podcast not too long ago, and she spoke out about basically the past year of her life, if you really think about it. Obviously, the nude leaks and the wellness policy violations were the topic at hand. Regarding the leaks, Paige said she didn't even want to go out after the leaks happened. She talked about going out the Tuesday prior to the podcast and with her friends, and that a man came up to her friend and said, "That's the porn star, and I jacked off to her yesterday." Now, side note and pro tip, fellas, women don't care when you made a deposit to the spank bank. Keep it to yourself. Back on topic, things get a little emotional with Paige. She finds it really hard to be close to anybody, she says. She says that she's not a bad person and she's made a ton of mistakes. She called the photos and the videos a stupid mistake and then warned women about the troubles of social media. She speaks about how hard it was to deal with the situation, claiming that she barricaded herself inside her house and even thought about suicide after the leaks happened. She added that she hates how she's going to be known for the leaks now. She hates that she's going to be referred to as a sex tape scandal star in headlines. She goes on to speak about how she got so skinny and ended up collapsing from exhaustion in England due to stress-induced anorexia rather, not anxiety. She also said some of her hair started to fall out because of her sickness. She blamed the sickness on cyberbullying and realized that she could still inspire people after a little girl came up to Paige and told her that she was still her favorite. She said that she regrets the videos and the photos immensely, and she feels horrible for Xavier Woods as he is her friend. She felt like she degraded herself as a woman and she's learned to never do something like that again. She goes on to speak about her wellness policy violations, stating that she got wrapped up in drinking and the party lifestyle because she felt like she was exploring the childhood she missed out on. And that totally makes sense. You got to understand, Paige comes from a wrestling family. She was kind of thrust into the business super young, and she really didn't have a chance. I would assume that she really didn't have a chance to have a normal childhood. So it's going to be interesting. I haven't heard anything about the Paige movie in a little while, so I'm hoping that it still comes out and it kind of sheds some light on the woman as opposed to the character. And so that's going to be interesting. If you have any information about the Paige movie, by the way, leave it in the comments. She stated that her first wellness violation was due to her missing the actual drug test. She wasn't there to take the test, so therefore she violated. The second one she admits was due to drug use. The article does not specify the drug that she was using, so again, if you know, please leave it in the comments. She said she didn't even enjoy doing the drugs, and she's not that kind of person, but she did choose to do them and it was her fault. So, she's taken responsibility, which is really all you can do. At the time, she didn't, as she said that she tried to cover up the drug use, and she was just as embarrassed because she didn't want to look terrible. She had built herself up as a role model, she says. And that's true, but we all got skeletons in our closet, and in this day and age, everything comes out. It is best to just roll with the punches. You know? Obviously, it's a bit different whenever you're in a spotlight and children are looking up to you. So good on her for finally coming clean with everything and just being honest with herself, honestly. Screw the rest of us. If she's being honest with herself, that's the most important thing, in my opinion. She then said that she was not mad at WWE officials for suspending her, because she realizes now that they were trying to help her out, just like they are now, by allowing her to do therapy. She says that she never realized how great WWE was to her. She's singing the praises, stating that they always stuck by her and loved her. She then goes on to talk about Mark Carano helped her in her everyday and called her every day that she was gone. Then she speaks about Rosa Mendez, which is a name I haven't heard in a long time, and how she recommended going to a WWE therapist as they helped her with her alcohol addiction. Then she goes on to talk about how she spoke with Vince, Stephanie, and Triple H about making her return, and that she can be anything she wants, and that they believe in her. Awesome. Just awesome. Speaking on when she did return, she specifically notes that Stephanie came up to her after her return and said, quote, "You are going to be fine. This is your house." Which is super inspiring. Honestly, you never hear anything bad about Stephanie McMahon as it pertains to backstage, dealing with the talent and everything like that. And I just think it's really awesome, because typically in these situations, WWE will distance themselves, but in this scenario, they have stuck by Paige. They could have just as easily just threw her to the wayside like so many have been done before. I'm not sure if that's the proper grammar on that one, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. I just think that it's really cool, and I think it's really awesome that we finally get this update after the complete shitstorm that happened last year. And it's good to have Paige back. It's good to have, one, her back, and two, her working towards bettering herself. As a former addict myself, I went through a lot to overcome addiction. It's very freeing whenever you finally take control back. So it's really good to see. And I just really wish the best for Paige. Please leave your thoughts on the situation in the comments. And yeah.